One viral video can change someone's life overnight, and sometimes that kind of attention feels more powerful than money. But the internet is a strange place because sometimes when you spend too long trying to make strangers notice you, something else notices you first. Mira was 17 years old, with no real friends and no one she could truly talk to. Most days felt painfully quiet, and loneliness followed her everywhere like a shadow. And although she lived in a crowded apartment building filled with noisy neighbors and traffic sounds, she constantly felt invisible. At school, people knew her name, but nobody really talked to her unless they needed notes or homework answers. And even during lunch breaks, she mostly sat quietly scrolling through videos of influencers who were younger than her, yet somehow already famous. Every night after finishing schoolwork, she transformed her small bedroom into a recording studio because creating content was the only thing that made her feel important. She taped cheap LED lights around her mirror, balanced her phone against stacked books, and spent hours recording short videos that she hoped would finally reach people. Sometimes she filmed makeup tutorials. Sometimes she reacted to creepy videos. She copied some viral trends while pretending to be more confident than she actually was. But despite all that effort, most of her videos disappeared into the internet without attention. And after weeks of uploading consistently, her account barely crossed a few thousand followers. Still, she refused to stop because deep down, she believed one thing very strongly. If people noticed her online, then maybe her real life wouldn't feel so empty anymore. One rainy Thursday night, she decided to record another late-night challenge video because horror content had been trending recently, and she thought maybe fear was the one thing that still grabbed people's attention. So she dimmed the lights in her room, played unsettling music in the background, and recorded a simple mirror video at exactly 2 a.m. Before uploading it, she added the caption, 3 a.m. mirror challenge. Then she locked her phone, rolled over in bed, and fell asleep without expecting anything unusual. But when she woke up the next morning, her life had already changed. Her phone was overheating from notifications. At first, Mira thought the app had glitched because videos on her account normally struggled to cross a few hundred views, yet this one had already reached nearly 50,000 overnight. Her hands trembled while scrolling through the comments because people were reposting clips of her video everywhere. And for the first time in her life, strangers were actually paying attention to her. But while reading through the excitement, she noticed one comment sitting at the very top. The strange thing was that it had somehow been pinned even though she never pinned anything herself. And the comment simply said, "Turn around," with the username Watch Me IRL. Mira stared at it for several seconds before laughing nervously because she assumed someone was just trying to act creepy for attention. Then she reopened her video. At first, everything looked normal because it only showed her standing in front of the mirror with tired eyes and dim blue lighting behind her. But after replaying it carefully, she noticed something near the bedroom door. It was a slender, dark figure, and it stood partially hidden in the corner where the room was hardest to see. And although the camera quality was grainy, the figure looked human enough to make her stomach tighten. Mira immediately checked her room again, but there was obviously nobody there. Still, the image disturbed her because she knew one thing for certain, that the figure had not been there while she was recording. Over the next few days, Mira's account exploded in popularity. People reposted her clips onto horror pages, reaction channels analyzed her videos frame by frame, and thousands of viewers began following her because they believed her account was part of some elaborate paranormal series. At first, Mira tried correcting them because she genuinely didn't understand what people were seeing. But after realizing the attention was making her famous, she stopped denying it. Instead, she leaned into the mystery. She uploaded darker videos, longer nighttime recordings, more Mira content, and every upload performed better than the last. But while her audience grew larger, the comments became increasingly disturbing because viewers began mentioning details that should not have existed inside the videos. One person wrote, "The hallway figure moved closer this time." Another said, "Why was someone standing behind the curtain at 4:12? Then one comment appeared that genuinely frightened her. "Don't fall asleep during live streams." Mira read that sentence 3 times because she had already planned her first live stream for the next night. Yet she had never mentioned it publicly anywhere. The live stream started just after midnight during heavy rain. Mira smiled nervously at the camera while viewer numbers climbed faster than she could process, and within only a few minutes, more than 20,000 people had joined. At first, the atmosphere felt exciting because people spammed compliments, jokes, and creepy theories about the shadow figure from her earlier videos. But eventually, the chat behavior changed. Messages started syncing together unnaturally. Thousands of viewers suddenly typed the same sentence repeatedly. Her smile slowly disappeared. Behind her, the bathroom door stood slightly open, and although the room beyond it was completely dark, Mira felt strangely aware of it now. The live stream viewers crossed 100,000. Her heartbeat became visible through shaky breathing. Then another message appeared. "He's standing behind you." Mira instantly turned around, but there was nothing. But when she looked back toward the live stream screen, the chat suddenly stopped moving. Every message vanished. For several silent seconds, nobody typed anything at all. Then one new comment appeared alone, closer. At that exact moment, the bathroom door slowly creaked open wider by itself. Mira froze. The audience count kept rising, from 120,000 to 200,000 in few minutes. Yet nobody typed a single word. It felt less like people were watching her, and more like they were waiting for something. Then the live stream glitched violently. The image distorted with loud static. The screen flickered black, and for nearly 7 seconds, the stream completely froze. When the video returned, Mira was standing perfectly still in front of her mirror. But something behind her was smiling. The figure was unnaturally tall, its arms hanging too low beside its body, and although its face was blurry, viewers could clearly see a stretched grin reflecting in the mirror. Mira herself wasn't smiling, yet the reflection behind her was. Then the live stream ended instantly. By morning, clips from the stream had spread across the internet. Reaction creators called it the most convincing horror live stream ever uploaded, while others believed the footage was real, because several frames showed the smiling figure moving independently from Mira. Mira tried deleting the live stream, but the app refused to remove it. Then things became worse. Her bedroom lights began turning on during the night, even when electricity failed in the rest of the apartment building. Her phone camera sometimes opened by itself, and every morning, she woke up to find new videos uploaded onto her account, even though she had stopped recording entirely. The videos always showed dark rooms with hallways and mirrors, doors opening slowly. Sometimes viewers noticed someone breathing softly behind the camera. Sometimes they heard Mira whispering despite the fact she never appeared on screen. But the worst part was that her account continued growing larger every day. Millions of followers and viewers every single video. And every upload brought more people into whatever was happening around her. 3 weeks later, a final upload appeared on the channel with no thumbnail and title. The video began with only static. Later slowly showed Mira sitting alone in darkness while rain echoed outside her apartment window. She looked exhausted because her eyes were swollen from sleepless nights, and her voice shook as though she hadn't spoken to another person in days. Then she whispered, "If this video appears on your feed, don't watch it alone." Behind her, the bedroom mirror slowly fogged over. Mira continued speaking while staring directly into the camera. "I thought becoming famous would make me feel seen. But something else was watching the entire time. Words slowly formed across the mirror surface. Turn around. Mira started crying quietly. It doesn't care about followers. It only wants more people looking at it. The room suddenly became darker, like the light itself was being swallowed. Then, a tall shadow slowly rose behind her chair, stretching beyond the shape of a human face. Mira closed her eyes, and just before the screen cut to black, she whispered one final sentence. "Please, stop watching, guys." Nobody knows what happened to Mira after that. The account still exists. People claim new videos appear randomly for only a few minutes before disappearing again. And some viewers swear the reflections inside those videos don't match reality. But the strangest reports always happen at exactly 2:13 a.m. That's when phones begin recording on their own. That's when mirrors fog up unexpectedly. And that's when certain people receive a notification from an account they never followed. The message always says the same thing. "Turn around, I'm watching you."